Morning.
Happy Kickin Sunday! Veterans Day almost.
It's today.
I thought it was Monday was the holiday.
No, today. Because I get
Happy
Monday off.
Veterans Day to all of our veterans today. Park it up. You can tell he just woke up because his lids, they start to get stuck.
We're good.
So, we have your guys' questions that we're working on. And the first one, if you don't know how this works, welcome all of our new people that we've had. You leave your question down below in the comment section below this video, and we answer it next week during Deck Kicking Sunday. So, we have lots of new people leaving comments, and that makes us happy, as well as our old friends too. And holla, happy, right here, high fives, happy 500 subscribers.
I know. Get her done. We're big now. We're huge.
We have over 500 people that watch our videos. Yay. So, okay, to show you guys some love, here is the first question. Thanks for your videos. You're welcome. I'm moving next month into a one-bedroom apartment and would like to furnish my home slowly. I'm on baby step 2 and have about another 2 years to go before I can get to step 3. I'm able to set $500 to $600 a month to pay down debt each month, but all of my furniture is old, breaking, and not my style. What would you suggest I set aside each month to furnish my apartment? I'm 25 and don't want to live like a college student anymore. This comment got a lot of thumbs up. If you guys see comments down below that are really, really good, be sure to thumbs them up, because that tells us that there's other people who would like to know this answer too.
I would read this one.
And then this is also, Sleep Bananas wrote a reply, which was really good, to that question. And she or he said, I'm 27 and in a similar situation. Since I was 25, I've lived almost furnitureless, except for a drawing table I got when I was 12. And when my husband and I were married 2 years ago, we bought a bed. We have computer chairs and plastic folding tables for workspace. Our dressers are cheap plastic drawers we obtained in college. I'm sick of living like this too. We can't have guests over, nowhere to sit, but with the amount of student loan debt I have, it's something I need to get used to. Sad face. Okay. You know what? Looking back on those broke years, those were some of the best years. Like, I know you guys are miserable and you dislike it where you're at very much, but seriously.
We actually had a time period there in our marriage, our life, where we our finest equipment in the living room was our folding camp chairs.
And our TV stand was cinder blocks, those concrete blocks with a board. So, and we didn't know any.
That was the norm.
Like, we were happy to just pay our rent.
We hear where you're at. We understand where you're at. And I don't want to tell you to set anything aside, because where you're at is you're kicking it. You're doing your debt, which is a good thing. You need to get out of debt sooner than later. And the only thing I could say is, if you have any kind of little bit of money or whatever, the best bang for your buck, I think, would be IKEA for any kind of furniture.
And the good thing is you can have a window shopping type date where you buy maybe, I don't know, meatballs and a coffee, and you can walk around and pick out what your favorite pieces of furniture, this is what I do, what your favorite pieces of furniture is, and then you just wait for it to come up on Craigslist, right?
Yeah, you get Craigslist a lot.
There's tons of IKEA stuff on Craigslist, and you usually save at least half, but if not, garage sailing, estate sales are great. And if you're a little bit crafty, you can take an old piece of ugly furniture and put a coat of paint on it and make it look really pretty, and something that only costs, like $10. So
just keep it on the down low. If you need something, you absolutely need to, just keep it on the cheapest way possible. Right now is not the time to go out and go, wow, I like that $4,000 leather couch. That'd look good in my apartment. I bet it would, but you're just not in the place yet. I mean, we're not even in that place yet. I mean, we still have old furniture that we get at garage sales, and I paint and refinish and make it look nice. I mean, someday we'll be there, but I just...
Go ahead. Yeah, sorry. Don't listen to your heart, you guys, right? Because we're going through the love day right now, and it's talking about a lot about your heart. And don't just listen to what your heart wants, because it's not the best choice. It isn't. And
And we've done a lot of furniture things lately, and we're going to be doing it a lot in the next month or two. You need to think about it and shop around. Don't just go buy, just say I need a table and go buy it. You need to really think, what kind of table do I need? What kind of chairs do I need? What kind of couch do I need? And shop around so you know what you want and the cost of it.
Right.
Don't just go buy the first thing you see thinking, oh, that looks good.
Be smart with your money because you've worked hard and you don't want it to sacrifice. But you usually, when you're throwing a bunch of money a month at your debt,
it's hard to stop.
It's hard, but you can also get away with $25 for a table or something like that. Like, you'll be okay. Spend the $25 you need for a table and keep going.
Yeah, like for instance, the table we're on right now is a $500 IKEA table. We got for $100
with the chairs.
With 5 chairs from Craigslist. And it was brand new. The guy it was too big for his house, so he needed to get rid of it. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's just Craigslist is the way to go.
Okay, thank you guys for your questions and comments. Next one.
You go ahead and hit that one too.
Okay. Thanks for your videos. You're welcome. It would be nice for you to discuss fluctuating income. My family's income is different every month, and sometimes just making minimum payments are difficult. So how do you start FP?
Financial peace.
Financial peace, not knowing where your income will be each month. Also, school fees are always getting me at the beginning of the school year. Then school party fees, class t-shirt money, school pictures. I always feel nickel and dimed at the beginning of school.
That's a two-parter then.
That is a two-parter. But that's why you need a sinking fund. Like,
this is the first year we didn't allow it to just get us a nickel and dime us, because we look back the last couple of years, because our kids are both in school now, and thought, what month is pictures, what month is parties, what month was field trips, what month do they do their t-shirt drive, because they do it twice a year, they do it in the fall and they do it in the spring. And we just knew that, hey, these months, whatever months they were, we need to have an extra $50, $40, $200, whatever it ended up being in the budget. So we planned the whole year for it. It was like a little miniature sinking fund that we knew, so when the time came, the envelope was there, it was full of money, we're good to go.
Yes, and it was so nice. So nice. So at the end of every year, we look back on the previous year and we think about all of our gotchas, the things that really stung and came out of the blue and surprised us, and then we try and have sinking funds set up for those so that we're not stung next year. So that's a suggestion for that. Fluctuating income. That's a good question. There are a lot of people going through Financial Peace University that own their own businesses or are contractors, or they have really irregular income, work on commission, things like that. So this is a popular thing in Financial Peace, and you definitely start now. If you go, there's a budgeting question on here. The next one is a budgeting question. If you go to www.daveramsey.com and go to tools up on the top, click down, there'll be budgeting forms that you can, quickie budgeting form. Mm-hmm. There's a few different ones, and one of them is a irregular income budgeting form. So go to his website, there's lots of tools and good stuff there.
So daveramsey.com, click on tools, click on budgeting forms, and in there it'll be a irregular income budgeting form.
Yes, and start Financial Peace right now. There's no sense in waiting. They'll help you get it all set up. Okay. Next one. Yeah.
I have a question. Once you figure out what you need to sink fund.
Well,
basically, I think what he's asking us for is, once you figure out what you need to have a sinking fund for, where do you keep your money? Do you have all these envelopes at home? Wouldn't you like to know?
Right next to my shotgun. It's not a ton of money.
It all depends on what your sink fund's for. Yeah. I mean, if it's for, I don't know, new burners on the stove or something, and it's only $50, I probably wouldn't, go dig that up and put it in the backyard. But I mean, I got a sink fund right now I'm doing for our second car is in the need of its 110,000 mile checkup, which is like $700-800. Really? Yeah. So it's $700. That one I don't have at the house. That one's in my savings account. So it's not.
The 20s we keep at home, and
I was gonna say we keep
anything large we keep in the bank.
I would say anything less than $100 is in the house, and we only have maybe one or two of those going at a time.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything, all of our money is in the bank, people. Best place for it to be.
And wherever it's easy for you to access when you need that money. That's
just make sure it's earmarked, that you know what it's for, and you don't just go, oh wow, look at that, I got $500 in savings. I don't know what that's for. Let's go buy a couch. Yeah. It's there for a reason.
Yeah.
So.
Go ahead.
How is your budget? It's great. Thanks for asking. Do you use one from the book, or is it different? Would be cool to see samples. Well, we looked at the book, we went through the book, and I'm kind of a numbers nut guy, so I've developed my own because I didn't like the one in the book. Because, well, it was in the book, and I had to do it by pencil, and I'm not a pencil kind of guy. I like doing it in a spreadsheet where I put in the numbers and it auto-calculates everything.
You're an amazing piece of work.
So, anyway, basically the way our budget is I have 2 budgets a month, and I call them first and second, which is first paycheck of the month, second paycheck of the month. So the bills, I put our income on.
This could be a whole Debt Kicking Sunday video.
Income, and then largest to smallest bills, and then whatever's left at the bottom, that gets rolled into debt snowball.
Yeah. He slides it across the table for the wife to approve, and we're good to go.
Yeah. So it's usually about the same amount of money every month. And
learn Excel. If you don't know Excel, you guys can make up your own spreadsheets with cells and formulas.
And it's basically whatever works for you. I mean, the one in the book is great if you want to photocopy it and do it all by hand every month. That's great. If that works for you, that's perfect.
Or online.
Or online. For us, that just didn't work. It needs to be simple. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
You make it difficult, it ain't gonna work.
Even the old notepad and paper and a calculator works too. It doesn't have to be complicated, you guys. Our system is not makes it sound complicated. It's not.
No.
Okay.
So the next question kind of goes together. I was wondering if you have a category in the budget where you never spend all the money, do you just keep it in there so it saves up, or do you move it over and pay down debt? We don't have anything that spends. The only thing we have that ever might have a build-up is our date night fund, which to me that's too important. I will not take it out of that to go pay a bill. Date nights are too important.
That gets rolled over into our date night fund.
Yeah.
Because we're happy with getting seriously a coffee and walking around. So we have all this money in our date night envelope and we don't spend it. We always come home with money.
Yeah, but I'm telling them it stays there. I'm not.
It stays there. So
everything else is budgeted. I mean, if it's $100, we budget $100.
Tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are so tight that we don't have any leftover money.
Because it's all going towards debt. That's what it needs to be doing, is going towards debt. If there ever was, like say our grocery money had an extra $25 in it for some reason, which it never does, but if it did, yeah, I'd put it towards debt. I'd kick it back down on debt snowball and take care of business.
So that's it for you guys. Thank you for your questions. It feels good to be answering them and back on our regular schedule. Did you get all fired up? You're all...
I am. Budgets are awesome.
We're going to lead the Love Dare at church this morning, and
which we're late.
Started our FPU class. Oh, by the way, we have a PO box. Did you know Debt is Dumb has a PO box? So up in the main page of our Debt is Dumb YouTube channel page thing, there's a PO box. So if you want to send us something,
why would they care?
We could be buddies, because I don't think a lot of them knew that we recently have attained a PO box. So. Anyway, okay, hope you guys are well. Have another great debt-free week. Okay, you can make it through the holidays. Go ahead, sign off, do your thing. You've got 14 seconds, 13 seconds, 12, 11.
We're good. Later.